Does anybody want to guess what's in here? Take your time, no rush. I can tell you it's a solution, but do you know what kind of solution it is? Hey there, Mission Control. Well, beautiful day outside right now. In the shade, it is currently 55.4 degrees. I got that little thing off of Amazon, link will be down below. Just cheap little indoor-outdoor thermometer with humidity, so we can kind of track what's happening in here. I should have bought 2 of them. I actually have another one coming because we have the enclosure and I want to see what the temperature is inside. I could go build something and we still might do that. I got plenty of Arduinos. I'd have to go dig through all the stuff left over from Have 1 and find the temperature sensors and set something up and build a server and do all those things. Or I could just buy one and then look at it, which is all I really need right now. And time is against us. So it's not bad outside, but coming inside it's a little cool. And you know that thing doesn't like to be cold. It messes up the prints. I'm actually, working on getting the prints to be better. Right now I got it going just on a little 2-inch cube that I'm working on. I'm playing with settings. I've decided to take it all the way back to the beginning, and we're going to start with basic shapes and make sure we can print them correctly and get the results we want, and then we'll go to big stuff. I had hoped I could go right into the, just get her done, everything works the first time, but you think I know better by now, but I still like to try. Because you never know, sometimes you do get it right the first time and then you don't have to doink around with it, waste a lot of time, so it's worth a try. Anyway, that's not the point of this video, but just so you know, that's what's going on. What the point of this video is that 2 things are happening. One, the temperature outside is getting warmer, which is fantastic. Mrs. Martian and I went for a run today, which is why I got my workout shirt on underneath my overalls. No need to go get more clothes dirty when you just got to do more laundry, waste more energy, and use more soap. And so I'm out here today and I see the temperature going up, which again is great, but it's still kind of cold, especially in the morning and at night. So we have 2 problems going on. It's still cold and it's going to start getting warmer, which means it's going to start getting too warm in here. Eventually, we got probably another month before that happens. This little guy, I really like. Little problematic getting it started, and that's because it doesn't like the full opening. I don't know why, because there's a regulator control valve on it, so it's pressure regulated, and there's a regulator in here. Maybe it's clogged because it's old, maybe? So what you got to do is you got to open it, and then close it, and then hold the pilot light down, and then open it, and then try to get it started with just the right amount of gas, and then turn it back down. Otherwise, it blows itself out. There's too much flow. So, it's not a huge problem, and it's not one that we really need to fix, actually, because this thing only heats. It doesn't cool. And I do need the hand truck back here eventually. So we need a better solution, and I have one. All right. Runs off electricity. And it's really cool. You'll get that. Oh, come on. A box. It's a box. Congratulations to everybody who guessed it would be a box. It is. It's the newest form of heating and cooling. It's quite amazing. Very, very efficient. You just plug an electrical cord in somewhere and the box produces heat and cooling. So what we got here is a Newair, that's the brand, air conditioner and heater. It is a heat pump, a portable heat pump. And I spent some time searching online for this and came across Newair. And in full disclosure, I found it and I emailed them and I told them what we're doing. They're very excited to support us because we're trying to help people. They like the mission, and I said, hey, I need to heat and cool this new shop that we did so we can print the grow walls and do everything. And I see you have this product. Would you mind, let's do a trade. So video, full transparency, we're doing this video. They gave me this product, we're doing this video for them. but I found this product. It's not one, they didn't send me an email and said, hey, can you check this product out? I searched and I found this one, and I'm really, really excited about it. So what are the ways that we could have heated and cooled this area? We need to keep everything, you know, kind of in the Goldilocks zone. 70 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit would be perfect. We don't really want to get too much cooler than that, and we don't want to get too much hotter than that. When I get the other thermometer here, we'll put it in there and we'll see what's happening inside of the case, and that will allow us, to set the thermostat on this guy, so that we don't have to use a lot of power. Some of the things that we could have done, air conditioning is air conditioning. You need to have an air conditioner. Or we could have done a bunch of fans. Fans would have stirred up a lot more dust in here. This has a fan on it, but I mean, the amount of fans you need to move stuff around, I didn't really like that idea. You know, you might still need some fans, but they won't be big ones. But we'll see how this does because it has a fan on it. Opening doors is not something we want to do. There's the new door, but it doesn't have a screen on it. So you'd have to open it, and that means critters and stuff can get in here. It kind of goes against the whole try to keep it cleaner aspect. You see we have the propane heater going, and that's nice, but then you have to reload with fuel all the time. And given everything going on, going into town and getting fuel all the time is not a great idea. And this building is not plumbed for propane. We do have propane up the house, which means I could install something like this up at the house, but because the house is plumbed for propane, but I can't install it out here on propane because there's no line. So we'd have to get another tank, then you have to pay for the tank, and we have limited funds, so we're not going to do that. There goes that. The diesel / kerosene / jet fuel heater is great, but it consumes 5 gallons of diesel per day, essentially, when it's on and it's really, really cold out. And that's just heating. It doesn't do any cooling. So that's out. It's a great backup. We're going to keep that thing as backup, and we're going to keep the diesel heater as backup. But this is our primary. We run the entire ranch off of solar power, grid tied. So having an electric heat pumps are the most efficient way to heat and cool something because you're not generating heat, you're moving it. You're just moving it from one spot to the other. That's how a heat pump works. When it's warm outside, and you want it to be cool inside, it's taking heat inside and it's shoving it outside. When it's cold outside and you want to be warm inside, it takes heat from outside and moves it inside. It's not generating heat like this propane heater is generating heat. It's burning something to create the heat. This just moves it, which means you use a lot less power. So there you go. There's your science for all the kids that have to stay home right now. There's your science lesson of the day, your engineering lesson. Heat pumps are the most efficient way to heat or cool anything with today's technology so far. So let's get into this thing and see what it's all about. First thing we got is an owner's manual and registration. That's always exciting. Keep critter out grid. Looks like we got our hose here. We have to move this, yeah, it looks like a hose. And what is that, a remote? Ooh, a hose and a remote. Put those there. Because we got to get that warm air. When we're cooling in here, we got to take the warm air and move it somewhere. And when we're heating, we got to bring air in to heat. Have it right there, Jeffro. Oh, I'd say it's about 60 pounds. There you go. And it's really nice looking. All right, well, now that I got it out of, oh, there's some screws and everything in there. Got it out of its box. I am going to do the unthinkable thing. And I'm going to read the instructions first. The temperature, the heater's been going now for what? Almost 45 minutes. And it's now 59 in here. So it's heating up. That's with the propane heater. So you can kind of see we need something better too. All right, as far as parts go, here we've got 3 pieces for a window adapter kit. So you can open a window and put this into the window and slide it all into place and do all those types of things. And then your hose goes in the hole. This is the adapter, so you make it all look pretty and all that, that we're going to be using because you connect your pipe to it. This is the water drain, right? Yep, drain hose. And then we have the remote control and activated carbon filter. So what I need to do is find a good spot to drill a 6-inch, or cut, sorry, it won't be drilling, we'll be cutting, a 6-inch hole through the side of the new shop and the barn. And then we can hook this thing up. So let's figure out where we're gonna do that. Where can we put this thing? Well, that spot over there we need to leave mostly open. So we could put it right here and then run the pipe out. Oh, it would be right here basically. We could run the pipe out and then we'd have to cut through this plywood and the siding of the barn. And it's not insulated, so I'm not hugely excited about that. It's on wheels, so it's pretty easy to move. This spot I kind of like. Now you need it about 14 inches away from the wall is what they want, is what they say, right about there. That's what the instructions call for. I really like that it's on wheels. And I can dump the heat out into the barn where there's a draft, or out into the shop area, you know, the non-nice shop area, but the fabrication area. We need a name for it. Okay, so let's think through that because I really like it. All right, winter. In the winter time, it's colder out there, and we're gonna be warm in here. And what we're gonna be doing, this thing will be sucking the heat out from out there and bringing it in here, which is no different than running it outside. So there's no difference, all right, for cold. When it's hot, all right, we're gonna be dumping heat from here out there and leaving the cold air in here. And there's a draft out there and its stalls are open. And once we close the stalls off, thinking about the future, in the summer, I'll probably be opening the garage doors because it'll be hot out there and that's not temperature controlled. So we'll have the doors open. So dumping heat out of here, out in that area is fine. This is really starting to make some sense. I could remove that whole thing and put it back in there and then dump it out that way. I think this is the spot. This is where we're gonna do it at. So then what we need to do is get our pipe here and we need to draw a picture. Here's our hole that we need to cut. Since this is plywood, I don't think my stud finder will work on it. So I'm just gonna simply, nope, no stud there. Nope, no stud there. There shouldn't be a stud here, but we're just making sure before we cut into it. No stud there. 16, yeah, that should be our spacing. Let's make sure we think about this first, Jeff. All right, is there anything that's gonna be a problem here? We got cables here, but that's just a matter of cable management. That's easy. It's here, it's central in the shop. We've got the workbench here, so it can't go anywhere there. Can't go over there. Those are all there, so we can't put it there. We could move that out, but then the thing's gonna be stuck back in the corner there, and I'm not a big fan of that. And I do like the shelf there. We could take apart shelves, but we're not gonna do that. In that area over there, I have another plan for, which means I can drill that hole and use the jigsaw. On the other side is the big metal bench, which we'll have to pull out of the way to cut the hole. So that'll be fun and exciting, because that thing's heavy. It's a beast. One of the reasons I don't use hearing protection and eye protection very much, and I should, is just finding them, you know? And for me, I have the type of personality that's like, get stuff done, get stuff done, get stuff done. So I'll spend a little bit of time trying to find something, and if I can't find it, I'm moving on. Isn't it nice that all my stuff is right here now? That's so nice. Yay. I'm really digging the new workspace here. Finding stuff is just so much easier than what it was before. We had these before. There's more of them now, but just the whole thing is just better. One entry hole coming up. Oops. There we go. Oh, yeah, stud was right there, right where it's supposed to be. All right. You can feel the air coming out of there. That's pretty neato. All right, now we know where it's at. Well, that's not horrible at all. We can work with that. I think we might not even have to take stuff apart there. Oh, that's really nice. I'm gonna do another little cheat here. I've got my piece I cut out. I'm gonna aim for the middle there. And then I'm gonna mark it. Well, I can see the other side. Break on through to the other side. There's no law against singing it. All right, I just got the outer mold thingamabobber put in there. You can already see that my hole is off, but I think we're gonna not have to worry about that because this thing extends like that. It gives you the flexibility to be less than perfect, just like me. I'm sure there's nobody out there that's less than perfect. You guys are probably all perfect. But me, pretty good there. If you're going for legit, like through the side of your house, not a shop like this, you probably want to be a little more accurate than what I just did. There we go. All right, let's go fix that to the other side. All right. So there's a little bit of threading in this thing. I just need to get it pulled out enough to where I can get that thread started. Okay, there's one side started anyway. There we go. Had that guy on there. That's nice that they have that. You don't have to worry about clamps and all those things. There we go. And then, oh, that works a lot better. I don't think you really, I don't think that's going anywhere. The same thing over here. That's where it's gonna get me. It probably wants to rotate freely. Well, how do you do that? All right, well, if you thread that one on first, then this one doesn't want to thread easily. There's an easier way, huh? If I thread that one first, I can't thread. All right, so all I did was I didn't unscrew the cover from the other side. I just popped it out of the wall so that I can rotate. And now, I'll bring this thing up here, get it aligned. All right, so now we'll go to the other side. I'm really happy I put all those things in here when we did the redo. So we can say a handle here, a handle there. Here's our flow control, direction control. We'll just have that go straight in the room. Slides that way. Luckily that hose bends, okay? And then we want to take the activated charcoal filter thingamabobber out. Put that in. Okie dokie, artichoke. We'll just go ahead and do that. Anything else? Nope. It says turn it on, darn it. Oh, it's got a GFCI. Boom. Kapow! Look at that. Huh? That's moving some air. Let's get all the pages. How many pages is that? I don't know how many pages that is. It's a lot of pages. They didn't put page numbers on it. Look at that, huh? I want it 70 degrees in here, baby. Let's get there. Okay, so we have a waterfall indicator because when you're in air conditioning mode, you're removing water from the air. Part of the cooling process. Physics, gotta love it. Current temperature, 59. Power, all right. I have it in auto, and right now it's in heat mode. Oh, look at that, we're already moving up to 60. Okay, but I can change the mode here. Temperature up. Temperature down for your thermostat. Fan settings. Oh, it's probably because it's on auto. Huh? I was still thinking. Yeah. A timer and sleep mode. Pretty darn slick. All right, so we turned it on at 4:43. It's currently 64 degrees over here. We'll see how long it takes to get up to temp. It does come with a nice remote. Batteries are not included. We have our drain hose still, leftover part. This is your cover for if you're installing this in a house permanently and you want to cover up that hole, you can cover it up. For us, we don't need that. Got a bunch of trash and the instruction manual here. I don't think there's anything else in the instruction manual I really care about. Turning unit on and off, sorry. That makes sense, we did that. It's automatic, it goes between its heat mode functions automatically, or heat pump mode selection automatically. Setting the temperature, we did that. Oh, the air's moving. That's the first time I felt it move in here. So we now have a circulation, air circulation is happening. Gotta love fluid dynamics. So you can tell it to run 24 hours a day. or you can tell it to run 12 hours a day, and the moment you turn it on, or you can do anything run 1 to 24, excuse me, but as soon as you turn it on, the timer starts for a 24-hour period. So if you turn it on at 3 a.m., or I ain't getting up at 3 a.m., but if you turn it on at 6 a.m. every day and said run for an hour, then every day at 6 a.m. henceforth, as long as you don't have a power outage, it would turn on at 6 a.m. and run for an hour. Or if you said run for 12 hours, it would start at 6 a.m. and run for 12 hours. So that's kind of nice. It'd be better if it was, you know, time-based, but for what it is, that's not bad at all. Sleep mode isn't it goes to sleep, it's you go to sleep. Well, we're not going to be using that out here. This portable air conditioner can work as a heater because it has a heat pump. Yay, portable heat pump, right? Ambient warm air that's from in here is recycled and used to heat specific areas here. In order to use the air conditioner as a heater, the exhaust hose must still be fitted onto the unit in order to allow cold air to be removed. Out it goes. When heating mode, the unit can be run either high or low speed. This machine is equipped with a self-diagnosis mode. If there is a problem with air conditioner, the LCD screen will display E1 or E2 for error message. Or you can do everything here with a remote. That doesn't come with batteries, but that's fine. Nobody sends batteries. You know, they can't send batteries because of the freaking hazmat. You got to get it all certified for hazmat shipments. By adding water to the tank as shown, energy efficiency boosting function. This unit is equipped with an energy efficient boosting function. By adding water to the tank as shown, energy efficiency can be increased, therefore saving you money on your energy bill and conserving the environment. It does have an anti-frost function, which is important for out here. That's good. Yeah, it can melt its own ice. It can operate 45 to 77 degrees Fahrenheit, 7 to 25 Celsius for heating mode. Well, you definitely feel the air moving. You definitely feel that warm air coming off of there. That's nice. Man, that thing is super powerful. I mean, remember I was talking about getting a fan and having to move stuff around? That is not going to be the case here. This thing is coming out, spinning, creating a nice little vortice on both sides here. I need some smoke. I need a little like smoke bomb or something so we can put the smoke in here and see how it goes, but there's definitely warm air coming off of that. So I just dropped it into low fan mode. Don't tell Mrs. Martian, but I stole a broom from up at the house. I don't think she's gonna mind. But now that it's starting to get so nice out here, and because I'm supposed to keep it clean because we're doing the grow wall prints and everything likes to stay clean. Hal likes to be clean. Super duper printer likes to be clean. Now I gotta clean out here. Well, our cool little Mr. Heater wall heater given to me by my dad definitely worked out nicely from when we used it. I do not want to get rid of it. I think we're gonna put it upstairs in our storage area there. I could put it upstairs in the storage area for the winter when I'm reloading. Oh, no, I will not be doing that. Open flame next to gunpowder sounds like a horrible freaking idea. Exciting, great YouTube content, really bad leadership exercise. What I meant is originally that we'll be putting it up there to store it, disconnected from propane, not next to the reloading bench with active flame, because that's just stupid. It's amazing how much dust has just continued to settle in here. I bring it in, coming in and out, you know. Oh, yeah, put tools go back where they belong now. Oh, so nice. Can you tell I'm really happy with the changes we made in here? Got the old man's vise put on the bench and use that. It's already come in handy just for holding small things. Hal is out here, so we're talking to the hyperdrive 3D printer from Modix and getting stuff going there. I got another video going on that here today, so I'll show you how that's coming along. But now we got the heat pump out here. That thing is really slick looking, don't you think? Let's move that up so we get air moving. Oh yeah, man, that thing. Oh, we could kick it over. Ooh, yeah. Oh, this. Now we're talking. This is really nice. Some things. First, if you're just joining us, the shop is not insulated, right? We've got all the plywood and everything up. Oh, it's 5 o'clock. So the walls on the other side of the plywood, they're not insulated. Now, there's a very simple reason for that, and that is we just do not have enough money to buy that much insulation. And quite honestly, given what we need to do, I think we're gonna be okay, especially with what we have going on here with this guy, And so far, when I've been out here and I turn the heater on, you know, it's pretty darn nice. And the 3D printer with its enclosure seems to be doing very well. So I think we're going to be okay. In the future, I would very much like to take down the paneling and put up insulation, and that's one of the main reasons we use screws. So every panel in here is just screwed in place, probably about 6 screws total per panel. So you're talking in about, you know, probably 2 days worth of work. You know, 1 day probably to get most of the stuff out of here that we've brought in, and then another day to start removing panels and putting them back up, get insulation behind them, put them back up. I would like to do that someday, and hopefully if we get a paycheck, I will be able to do that. But let's get a paycheck first, and then we can go from there. We had to spend total on this project, I think it was about $2,500 on wood and screws. And luckily all the time and everything was mine or volunteers. So it turned out really nice. But I'm really happy with, oh, warm air moment. Really happy with this. Thank you so much to Newair for sending this product to me to demo to all of you guys. Again, I found this product on my own. I asked them to send it to me. So I am giving this one heck of a good run for its money. I think it's absolutely the right thing to have out here. And we'll keep an eye on it. I'll do a follow-up video for you and for the folks at Newair so you can hear my honest feedback on it. But right now there's nice warm air coming off of this thing, and it's moving air. It is definitely moving the air. So yeah, thank you to Newair for sending this. And you know, it's so nice out here. I could spend a lot of time out here. The only thing we're really missing is a beer fridge. Thanks for following along, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe. Ring that little bell so you get notified. Not everybody, if you subscribed, you might not be subscribed if you haven't been here for a while, so be sure to do that. Hit that thumbs up because it really helps with the algorithm, and we need all the help we can get there. And you can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and on Instagram. Lots of stuff that we do on there, lots of chats, lots of what's happening in real time since these are behind real time. So be sure to sign up there. And if you'd like to help us out with what we're doing, you can do so on Patreon. But I think that's it. And the little alarm clock went off and said it's 5 o'clock here. So we should do something about that. Y'all be safe. God bless you and your families. May He protect you during this difficult time. Open your Bibles up. Be sure to give them a good read. That's what they're there for. This is The Real Martian. Out.